Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. An AL West matchup on the show. It's the Los Angeles Angels taking on the Houston Astros. First pitch coming your way next.
And now, please welcome your Houston Astros.
Pitching in our game today, Braxton Garrett. What do you have on him, Siggy?
He has a great ability to command a game, Boog, but in order for that to happen today, he's got to limit damage, make smart pitches, and avoid big innings. If he were a golfer, we'd say he needs to avoid any double bogeys out there, and if he does, his scorecard is going to look pretty good at the end of the day.
Ready to go now? Here's Trey Turner. And we're underway.
Man, first pitch of the day, and the zone's already tight.
Garrett, 28 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2016. Swing and a ground ball. One out in the top of the first. All right, let's take a look at the Angels lineup. They're dealing with a sinker specialist on the mound, which can be a big-time challenge when he's right and working mostly from the knees down.
Well, the key is to lay off pitches down in the zone until you're forced to swing. Set your sights higher in the strike zone, looking for something elevated, because sinkers are less effective up in the zone. They tend to flatten out. So when you get a cookie, you don't want to miss it. That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
That one ripped right center field. Way back there, it's got a chance. And that's going to bang against the wall.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. He put a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing.
One out. Runner at second. Dylan Dingler now at the plate. Man at second. Outside corner, there's a strike.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
2 down.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Tap foul at the plate. Man on second, 2 down. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Ball one.
Now there's a bullet down the line, and it goes just foul. Runner at second, 2 down here in the finale of this 4-game set. On the ground, Simeon tosses to first, and that's the inning. Now here come the Astros, no score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And getting to start for the Angels, Kyle Freeland. What do you have on him?
Well, obviously last year was a difficult year for this guy. I mean, you lose that many ball games, and even if you pitched well in some of them, the fact that that loss is hanging on you the day that you took the mound can be hard to shake. But, you know, for guys to get to this level, to be big leaguers, they've had to overcome a lot. And for him, this is just one more thing. Throw away last year, hit the reset button, come out and have a great year this year.
That one misses. Ball 3.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Batting second, right fielder,
Aaron Judge at the plate. In 2025, he won the American League batting title and hit more than 50 home runs. That's about as good as it gets, Singy.
Yeah, not many guys win a batting title while launching 50-plus homers. Judge is just the 3rd player to do it, joining Hall of Famers Mickey Mantle and Jimmy Fox.
Gets the strike. That was the sweeper.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Gets him to chase after that one.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
Towards first, ripped, and he can't glove it. It's by him. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Big rip off the bat there. Some seriously loud contact on that knock. Didn't bring in the run, but he got him that much closer to taking the lead here.
The lefty, the 1-0.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Here's a 2-0. And that one fouled off. Olsen on second. Judge at first with no outs. Late that time, and it's strike 2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Grounds one to short. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And everyone's safe. They're loaded.
I think he just rushed that one. Great chance to turn 2. And as an infielder on a play like that, I think guys can get a little excited and forget to make the play one step at a time. Could have been 2 outs. Instead, they get none.
All loaded up. So here's Bader now. Golden opportunity right here. That one outside. And that is ball 1. Bases juiced, no outs. And another ball.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Clips the outside corner. Strike one.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 2-2. Just missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And a 3-2. That one is absolutely belted. Stretches out and hauls it in. Runners tag up from second and third. And they'll score first. It's 1-zip.
Well, he hit that one pretty well. I think it would have been a lot more than a sac fly if not for that nice play by the outfielder to track it down. Good job of getting the run in. It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Line drive, base hit. Runner from third in to score. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Picks himself up an RBI. So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it, just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock.
First and second, 1 out. Now it's Marcus Semien. On the ground, right side. To second, pulls him off the bag.
Second baseman definitely have some pretty tough throws to make when they're trying to feed the shortstop at second for a double play turn because of the angles and difficult footwork. So it's always a difficult play, but one that needs to be made. When your pitcher gets you that ground ball that can be a double play, it's a killer when you can't get at least one out of it.
Hit on the ground to the right side. And it's just foul. That was close. Here's a high chopper. There's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. On to the second inning now from Dyken Park. The Astros on top, 2-0. This is Astros baseball on the show, Houston. Back here in Houston. So in now for the Angels, Mauricio Dubon. Swing and a miss.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Next pitch is outside. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. Payoff pitch. On a line. He's got it, and there's one down.
That is good. Left fielder, Lawrence Newton.
Base knock center field. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Batting seventh, the designated hitter.
Now here is Darrell Hernandez. Line and a base hit into right. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Batting eighth, right fielder Dylan Cruz.
That's in there. 0-1. Two on, one out. And a foul ball. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. So in now for the Angels, Jacob Young. 3 for 11 in the series coming in. And a strike. Two on, two outs. Liner snagged at first. Angels strand a couple. They trail things here 2-0. Bottom of the second, and stepping in for the Astros, Jared Young.
Jared Young.
First pitch swinging. That's in there. 0-2.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Foul ball, still 0-2.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
That one misses, and the count is even 2-2.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Touches down. That's a hit. And a good start to the inning.
When you go 0 for 5, 0 for 7, 0 for 8, it seems like an eternity, especially to start the season, because that's the one thing. Players want to get that first one out of the way so that they feel like, all right, I'm going to avoid this prolonged 0 for to start the season and get into a slump.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the goal. Swing and a miss. He's in there.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully move that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Man at second. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Joe McDonald, our umpire behind the dish.
Yeah, Boog, Joey Mack, sometimes a little tough to figure out. We may see some hitters and pitchers asking him where a pitch was here or there, but most of the time he keeps it reasonable.
Got him. One away. Well, that'll boost the swing and miss rate, Singh. He blew him away on 3 pitches. He didn't have a chance.
Yeah, Boog, a dominant strikeout for sure, and he just looked overmatched at the plate. You know, as a hitter, when you swing and miss 3 times in a row, you feel like you've got a hole in your bat. You definitely start to question yourself.
So the Houston lineup turns over. Here's Matt Olson. He walked and came around to score his first time up. Up the middle. Base hit into center field. Coming home. The throw in. It's offline. The run comes in. 3-0.
Comes through with the RBI. That can be a really tough pitch to handle, a front door breaking ball, but he did a great job staying in there, keeping that front shoulder closed. He didn't spin off the ball and hook it foul, which happens so many times.
Here comes the 0-1. Swings through that one, out in front that time. Man at first, one away. Out towards right center field. Young should have this one. 2 away now.
Up next for the Astros, catcher Alejandro.
Stepping in, Alejandro Kirk. He's 0 for 1. In there, and it's 0-1. Kirk wants another look at the called strike. Gets a challenge. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. Still 2 challenges left for them. Olsen off of first with 2 away. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Now he's challenging the called strike. And that one was indeed a strike. Still 1 challenge left for them. The 2-1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. That's a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Up next for the Astros, center fielder Harrison Bader. No, outside.
Traffic on the bases with 1 already in. Bottom half of inning number 2. The 2-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. That one is upstairs. Kazuma Okamoto waiting to hit for Houston. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Good job at damage control right there. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now 3-0. This is AL West action. On to the 3rd inning. Now it's the Angels leadoff man, Trey Turner. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Here's the 0-2. Lined into left center field, and that's going to fall for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. On the ground to the left, and foul ball.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Now the 0-1. And there's a foul ball. The 1-2. And there's a ball. That one outside. Full count now. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. One out man at first. Here's the catcher, Dylan Dingler. 0 for 1 so far. First pitch just misses.
Last two pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
2-0. Ground ball left side, could be 2. On to Simeon. On to first, double play. And that's the inning. One hit in the inning, but no one left. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Astros 3 and the Angels nothing. This is AL West action on MLB The Show. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Well, these Astros showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
And the 0-2.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
A little bit low.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
This is smacked left field line, and it goes just foul. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Okamoto gets his lead at first with nobody out. And he grounds one to the right side. To the shortstop at second, but it pulls him off the base. First and second, no outs. Casey Schmidt up next for the Astros. The 1-0. Fought off foul. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. Action in the Angels bullpen. Angel De Los Santos, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Bacher also throwing. First and second, no outs here in the last half of the third. Stays alive. The 1-2.
That's the ball.
High fly ball out towards left center. Brings it in.
Up next for the Astros, left fielder, Jared Young.
Check swing, and he went. That's strike one. This one in the air, right field. Fair ball. And they stop him at third, so bases loaded with one away.
That's back-to-back singles for them. Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Kyle Freeland departs, and he's not going to be happy with himself. New pitcher on the mound in a moment.
Now pitching for the
Lake
Angels,
Bacher will take over here.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
Willie Adames stands in. Went down on strikes his first time through. Right through there for a strike.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Off the mark there. Ball two.
Boog, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Fastball for a strike. All loaded up here in the finale of this 4-game set. Ground ball right side and foul ball. He goes down looking.
Boog, he was shopping at the buckle right there, the way that slider made him look. That was just nasty.
first baseman, Matt Olson.
Fouls away the first offering. So they're all loaded up with 2 outs. Comes up empty.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
The 0-2.
Well, it stinks to be down by, these runs early in this ball game like this, but you've got 2 outs. You've got to close the door because you still have a chance with how much time is left in this one. Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Here's a 2-2. This one's blistered. No doubt about it. Out of here. Grand slam. Matt Olson blasts one out. His first homer of the year, and they boost their lead. It's 7-0.
More than 100 grand slams are hit every season in baseball, but they're still exciting every single time.
Chris, that ball came out hot. So let's see what StatCast has to say.
Yeah, it really did, Boog. 111 miles per hour off the bat and a really nice launch angle as well. Just a beautiful swing from start to finish.
Aaron Judge at the plate. Yeah, Judge takes a strike. Two down, nobody on. In the air, right field. Cruz on the move, and that is that. Astros with the clutch grand slam. It's now 7-0. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Matt Chapman. No.
Popped up. Brings it in. And there's one away.
Up next for the Angels, second baseman Mauricio Dubon.
Tapped in front of the plate. And that chance handled. Not in time. He's safe.
Well, from the time you're a little leaguer, you're taught to hustle out of the box and give it a full sprint through the base regardless of how you hit it. And he didn't make great contact, but the effort was there, and he earns the base hit.
One gone, runner at first. Now the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar.
Ball one.
Line drive to short and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Hernandez goes 5 feet 11 inches, 24 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2019. Dubon leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Way inside. Two now. On the ground to third. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Angels leave one, not going their way. It's 7-0. Back at the ballpark, and in this series it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. Next offering in there for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Oh, really expanded the zone right there with that fastball off the outside corner of the plate. Got him to chase it. That's a tough one to lay off of because it starts close to you and just continues to run away from you in that batter's box. So it's a really nice pitch with 2 strikes.
Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. So they'll lose their first challenge. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Just missed. Out to short. Throws to first. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th.
Up next for the Astros, third baseman.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the third baseman, Kazuma Okamoto. Right through there for a strike.
Ball.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
No, outside.
On the ground, out to short. Sends it to first, and the inning is over. Astros go down 1-2-3, but they're still in control. It's 7-0. back here in Houston. So in now for the Angels, Dylan Cruz. That one finds the zone, and that is strike one. Activity in the bullpen for Houston. Spencer Bivens, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Just missed. The 2-1. Hauls it in, one away.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
In the air, right side. And there's two away.
Up next for the Angels, shortstop Trey.
Back to the top of the Angels lineup. Trey Turner now 1 for 2.
No, that's too high.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 2. Upstairs.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
2 down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. Fastball for a strike. (3-1), and he couldn't come up with it.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Foul ball. Strike 2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. The 0-2.
Outside.
Turner, the runner at first with 2 gone.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Two. Hard hit, right side. Semien, toss over to first. That ends the frame. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. You're watching Astros baseball on the show, Houston. Welcome back, and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers. That one ripped, but foul.
Well, these Astros putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Sliced hard, but foul. Going 2 now. Ripped on the ground to second. Fires over to Guerrero. And that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
So with that fastball approach in mind, it'll be interesting to see if we see any adjustments in terms of the pitch calling. And Clearly, there's been a need to mix it up a little bit more than they have.
That's a strike.
Fastball for a strike at 95.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
And that one is lifted in the air. Nootbaar under it. Takes it in for the out.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Young at the plate now, and that's strike one. Two down, nobody on. Foul ball there. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Nothing doing there for Houston, and they hold a 7-0 lead. Welcome back as we look at the highlights from today's game so far. Pitching change here, Spencer Bivens in the game for the first time this season. Here's the Angels catcher, Dylan Dingler, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. On the outside corner, and that's strike one. Dingler wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball, and the strike is overturned after review. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. The 1-0.
That's a ball.
He swings and fouls one off. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Two now. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Up next for the Angels, third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Right through there for a strike. Activity in the Houston bullpen. Joey Wentz, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Fly ball down the line. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. Here's the 0-2. What a stop. Onto the pitcher. And they get the out.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great, reaction time was there, and the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
Here's Mauricio Dubon. That one pushed foul. Two down, nobody on, and it's fouled away. On the outside corner, got him looking. And the Angels are gone in order. They continue to trail 7-0. Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for the Astros, Willie Adames.
Willie Adames.
That one fouled off. And now the 0-1.
Ball one.
Here's the pitch to Adames. That one misses, and now it's 3-2. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. Cruz takes it in for the out, and there's one down.
Up next for the Astros, first baseman, Matt Olson.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch, and he's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
0-1 now. Just off the inside edge. The Astros up big in this one here in the bottom of the 6th.
Ball two.
Line to the right center field. That's a base hit. And they have their first base runner since the 3rd inning. Here's Aaron Judge at the dish. His 2024 season, ridiculous. He became the first player in 20 years to finish with a slugging percentage over 700.
Yeah, the last American League player to slug 700 was Mark McGwire, and Judge was the first Yankee to do it since Mickey Mantle. Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
Hot shot, and he can't knock it down. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Olsen, the lead runner, out at second. Judge over at first with one away. And it's 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
Runners at first and second with one gone. He hauls it in, 2 away.
Up next for the Astros, center fielder Harrison Bader.
And now Bader up to the plate. Two aboard, 2 outs. This one in the air, right field. Can't reach it. This should score at least one. Runner from second crosses the plate.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Lake Bacher out of the game, and he's on the hook for the runners at second and third, so looking for some help there. Back in a minute. Angel De Los Santos comes on now.
And this is a really tough spot to come into as he tries to keep this one close. You almost have to forget about the runners in scoring position. They're not going anywhere. Focus on the hitter, getting that one out your team needs from you.
Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
That clips the corner. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Two on, 2 outs. Struck him out looking. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across one. We're through 6 full. It's the Astros 8 and the Angels nothing. This is AL West action on MLB The Show. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
Singy, were you superstitious as a player?
I'd say a little bit, and I wouldn't want to admit it, but I think, you know, you have a good game the next day. You're maybe thinking a little bit when you're putting your spikes on. Which one did I put on first? What did I eat? You know, let me just bring that back into today.
So you weren't superstitious, you were a little stitious.
Yes, I was medium stitious.
That's the third. Okamoto throws across the diamond, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it. We've got some superstitions up here in the booth, and you never can say, hey, this game's going really fast early in the ball game.
Yeah, that is one of the ways that we are capable of putting the jinx on the game, is talking about how fast the game is going. That normally will grind it to a screeching halt.
No question.
Fought off foul. The Astros up big in this one here in the top half of inning number 7. Check swing. He held up. And a count 2-1. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. And that's a 1-out single.
Up next for the Angels, right fielder
Dylan Cruz, the next to hit for the Angels.
Go.
And the 1-0.
Ball.
That finds the mark on the inside corner. This one in the air center field. He makes the grab.
Up next for the Angels, center fielder Jacob Young.
Ball. Ball.
The count 2-1. In the air to left center. Young on the move to the alley. Reaching for it. Makes the catch. This one pretty well decided at this point. Midway in inning number 7. And it's time to stretch. It's the Astros 8 and the Angels nothing. This is AL West action on MLB The Show. Back here in Houston, their offense has produced a lot of hits so far, as we see from the spray chart.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field.
And that's in for a strike. 0-1. Action in the pen down there. Miguel Castro getting ready to go. And that one fouled off. The 0-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
De Los Santos, a 6'3" righty, 235 pounds, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Just missed. Checks his swing. Now an appeal to first, and that's going to be ruled a swing. Got him looking. Fastball at the letters froze him for strike 3.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, you know, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough, to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
So digging in, Jared Young.
Ball, no.
Two down, nobody on. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Fastball for a strike. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Up next for the Astros, the shortstop, Willie Adames. No.
The 1-0.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Young off of first with 2 away. That one off the mark, and that's ball 2. That clips the inside corner for a strike. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. 1 left for Houston as the lead holds at 8-0. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Joey Wentz.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Back to the top of the order. Now it's the Angels leadoff man, Trey Turner. Outside low, and that's ball 1. High fly ball right field. Judge settles underneath it, and there's 1 down.
Up next for the Angels, first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Foul ball. Swing and a ground ball out to short. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
Up next for the Angels, catcher, Dylan Dingler.
2 down, bases empty. Dylan Dingler, the next to hit for the Angels. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Throw on to Olsen. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. Angels held in check. Still 8-0.
Now pitching for the
Back
Angels,
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Miguel Castro.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. Missing inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that one clips the corner. Olsen not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge. So the call will stand. So that removes their last challenge. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 down.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Gone into the Crawford boxes. A home run. Aaron Judge with a rocket. His first homer of the year, and they add a run.
The sun rises and Aaron Judge hits a home run. That's a pretty normal day in the world of baseball. Power versus power right there, like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
1 down. Alejandro Kirk up next for the Astros.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
One out, bases empty, and a run in here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Foul ball there. And they'll do it again. Here's a 2-2. Kirk tries to hold up, appeal to first, did not go. So now 3-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. And a ground ball to first. The throw to first. Barely got him for the out. Close play.
Center fielder Harrison Bader.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. And that'll fall for a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Boog, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
So up next, Kazuma Okamoto. Close but called a ball. And it's 1-0. Challenge from behind the dish here. And that one did find the strike zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge. That's to third. Makes a sliding stop to first. And that's a great play for the out. Astros notch a run on the solo homer. Last chance coming up here for the Angels. Back here in Houston, and now it's the Angels cleanup batter, Matt Chapman. In the air, right field. Judge on his way over. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. One pitch and one out.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Gets under it and pops it up. That's out number 2.
Up next for the Angels, left fielder Lars Nootbaar.
So they're down to their final out. Here's the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar. 1 for 3.
No.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. Ground ball, and this should do it. Throw to first, ball game. And the Astros win the series as they take 3 out of 4 on the weekend.
Well, when you win by 9 runs, you have plenty of insurance runs. It's a huge confidence boost when you can just put that many runs up on the board. And I'll tell you what, the next game starter is saying, hey, I hope you all save some runs for me. I want to get a win as well.